What's up everybody, it's KBDaDragon. Today I'm going to talk about some concerns with weapon farming in Destiny. We're also going to talk about the menagerie chest and how it alleviates some of those problems and the nerf to the menagerie chest. Lastly, we're going to talk about a possible solution to the god roll grind. Thanks for your time and let's get started. As a looter shooter, Destiny at its core is all about the loot. But there's one thing that Destiny lacks, and that's respect for our time invested. The main factors I'm talking about are drop rates and perk RNG. As an example, let's use a typical Nightfall strike. We're going to use the Corrupted strike and Horror's Lease for this. Let's say it takes you about an average of 15 minutes to complete a strike. 1, you're not guaranteed that Horror's Lease will even drop for you. 2, you're nowhere near guaranteed you will get a good roll. And 3, you still have to worry about the masterwork to go along with it. That makes getting a good roll, let alone a god roll, almost an impossible task for the average player. Strikes don't even take that long to complete. So we can even go as far as using examples as Reckoning and Raids, the list can go on. And spending hours in an activity for a chance of what I want is not my definition of fun. Which leads us to one of Bungie's best creations to date, the Menagerie. The Menagerie and Chalice of Opulence fixed essentially all of the problems mentioned earlier. We were able to not only guarantee a drop of our choice from an activity, but even its masterwork. The only thing we couldn't guarantee were the perks. Luckily, this was partially fixed by the chest exploit. Combining multiple chest drops and chalice perks, we can get 7+ drops every run or every 15 minutes. This increased our chances to just farm for the perks for our god rolls. Sadly, all good things come to an end, and Bungie introduced a patch where we couldn't loot the chest multiple times. This patch made the Menagerie barely better than a typical strike. Every run or about every 15 minutes we can get at most 2 drops. This significantly reduced our ability to get the rolls we wanted on our gear. So let's talk about a solution, one that can not only fix our problem with Menagerie farming, but weapon farming moving forward in Destiny. Our solution leads up to Banshee 44 or Towers Gunsmith. Let's give Banshee the ability to forge weapons for us, not just rebuilding exotics in the quest, but being able to help build the god rolls that we always wanted. Adding the ability of weapon forging to Banshee will be a great addition to his in-game function. He won't just be a slot machine and weapon parts dump, he actually will be useful. And here's how it will work. Banshee will be able to take 2 identical weapons and fuse them to a new weapon. Picture this, you want to farm for spare rations from the Reckoning. You're looking for one with small bore, ricochet rounds, rapid hit, kill clip, and a ranged masterwork. Let's say you grind for about an hour and you only manage to get 2 drops. The 2 drops you have are one with arrowhead break, flared magwell, rapid hit, moving target, and a stability masterwork. Your second drop comes with small bore, ricochet rounds, snapshot, kill clip, and a ranged masterwork. You now have 2 decent rolls, but none are the god roll you were looking for. This is where weapon forging comes in. You will take both spare rations to Banshee, he will combine them into a new spare rations, and the perks on the new weapon will be a combination of the selected perks of the parent weapons. So taking the rolls above, the new weapon will have these perks. Your new spare rations will have these perks. In row 1, you will have a choice between arrowhead break and small bore. In row 2, you have a choice between flared magwell and ricochet rounds. In row 3, you will have a choice between rapid hit and snapshot. In row 4, you have a choice between moving target and kill clip. You would even be able to determine the masterwork of the weapon. The weapon that currently has a kill tracker active will pass on its masterwork type to the newly forged weapon. With this forging system in place, players will be able to always constantly work towards their god roll weapons. Imagine farming for that god roll gun and slowly being able to make progress towards it every time that you decide to farm. This will encourage you to farm more, knowing every drop turns into a building block to your god weapon. You would even be able to combine and use this system to clean up your vault. Could you imagine forging your god, PvE, and PvP rolls into the ultimate weapon, capable of tackling all content just by switching a couple perks around? If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. Tell me what you think of a weapon forging system in Destiny. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have some solutions of your own, or even some additions to what I said, don't hesitate to put those down as well and let's talk about it. Lastly, if there's anything else you would like to hear my take on, let me know. Appreciate the time. Have a great day, because the grind never stops.